Hey, if you're a guy over 40 who wants to stay strong, but also keep your joints feeling healthy as well, you need three different things. You need blood flow, you need compression, and you need decompression. Not one or the other, but all three applied strategically. Now, standard muscle building advice for men over 40 often focuses on lighter weights, heavier reps, more time under tension. This isn't wrong, but it's incomplete. So, high repetition, lighter weight training, more time under tension, this provides more blood flow to the joint. This helps to nourish the joint capsule. However, you also have cartilage inside your joint, and cartilage doesn't actually have blood supplied to it. So how does the cartilage get the nutrients that it needs? Well, when you lift a heavy weight, the cartilage gets compressed, and then when the load is taken off of the cartilage, that cartilage expands back, and that compression had created a vacuum similar to a bellows. So when the cartilage expands again, just like a sponge, the nutrients get sucked into the cartilage. Both kinds of stress help your joints to stay healthy, not by avoiding stress or heavy lifting, but by applying each kind of stress strategically at the right time. The next way that you can keep your joints healthy while continuing to get stronger after 40 has to do with the mind-muscle connection. You might be familiar with this from bodybuilding, but bodybuilding isn't the only place that the mind-muscle connection applies. In essence, the mind-muscle connection just has to do with a greater conscious awareness between the brain and what is going on in the rest of the body. This can be improved through things like lifting heavy weights, doing fast explosive training, balancing heavy loads over your head, agility drills. All of these things can help to improve the mind-muscle connection. And the benefits include less wear and tear on your joints long term, stronger lifts, you will be less susceptible to injury, and you will have a greater ability to actually build more muscle. You see, it's not just about lifting the weight, it's also about how you lift that weight. Now you want to train your muscles in a variety of different ways to help improve this mind-muscle connection, because each style of training helps to improve this mind-muscle connection in a unique way. The third benefit or thing that you want to be training in order to help stay strong while protecting your joints is actually just increasing your muscle mass. The reason for this is that a bigger muscle helps you to have more leverage. It also provides a shock absorption sort of effect when you're lifting heavier loads. When you are smaller and lighter and you go and you try to lift a big heavy object, most of this is getting put into right into your joints, right? You don't have as much stretch from those muscles straining against the object, right? So you're not able to offload some of that stress. A lot of the stress gets directed directly into the joint. So the goal isn't to avoid stress by just lifting light weights all the time. Instead, you want to increase your tolerance for stress. Like Bruce Lee said, don't pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. One of the guarantees in life is that there are going to be difficulties. There's going to be both physical and mental difficulties. I would rather increase my tolerance for stress so that there are less things that I feel overwhelmed by than to try to make my life more comfortable all the time. You can do this by doing bodybuilding training, high repetition training, speed, power, and agility training, and of course, lifting heavy weights. Now, here's the key insight. You can't just train all of these different methodologies at random. There's a proper way to progress through these that maximizes your performance while also minimizing your risk of breakdown. That is, endurance first, then muscle building or hypertrophy bodybuilding training, strength training, and then speed, power, and agility training. Each one builds upon the previous one, or each one prepares you for the following one so that you not only get the best results from the subsequent phase, but you also are prepared for it, which minimizes wear and tear on your joints and the risk that you will have to degress or regress to a previous phase. Now, in a subsequent video, I'll be talking or giving a bird's eye view of what that looks like, how you'd sequence that training. But for an in-depth training, you can join me in my 5-Day Stronger Man Challenge, which I'll be kicking off on Monday, 5/11/2026 at 6 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. You can find the link to join that down in the description below this video. Now, most men over 40 go one of two directions. They either stop training altogether, or they continue training the way that they did in their 20s and slowly start breaking down. If you want to be the guy who's still strong, athletic, and building muscle long term, this is the place where you're going to learn how to train that way. And if you got value out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button so more guys can learn how to stay strong and athletic long term.